Good afternoon, basketball fans. Welcome to Merckett Gymnasium on the Paula Sullivan basketball court. It's the men's quarterfinals of the NE10 conference. And of course, each team that plays in each division wants to do the best they can to qualify for tournament play. I'm Dave Clifton here at courtside along with Keith Sharon. And of course, today it's Stone Hill hosting Southern Connecticut State University. And their head coach is Scott Bureau, who played for the Chicago Bulls. And when you take a look at him, he's about 6'8", 6'9". You'll know that he looks like a basketball player, no doubt about it. Used to play at the University of Connecticut, and he's been having a successful time as a coach. Right now, Stone Hill is the number 2 seed in the Northeast Division of the NE10 tournament contest. And Keith, you've had a chance to cover a lot of the men's games here at Stone Hill. What do you think about the players? And we'll start with their number 1 big guy who plays guard.
Well, first off, these are 2 evenly matched teams in today's game. And when you talk about the guard, you're talking about Will Morton. Oh, he's everything. He rebounds, he scores, he passes, brings the ball up. There's really no flaw in his game. Plays with intensity, does it all.
And you got a guy like Monty Umalavicius. He usually plays on the low post, does a great job on defense, gives this team a lot of boards. They're led by head coach Chris Kraus. They got a lot of three-pointers, three-point shooters that love to shoot that 3-ball. But they also have to have an inside game as well. Brandon Twitty is a guy to be reckoned with, no doubt about it. But they're playing a tough Southern Connecticut State University team.
Yeah, and let's not forget the guy in the trenches, Bowen. He gets down there and plays nasty.
Well, he's an all-round player. So we'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. It's tournament time here at Merckett Gymnasium. The men's team, the number 2 seed, and they're taking on the number 3 seed, Southern Connecticut State University. This should be a battle. Hurry back. Okay, we're back here at Merckett Gymnasium on the Paula Sullivan court. Stone Hill College hosting Southern Connecticut State University. A team that has always been very competitive. As a matter of fact, both these teams met each other last year in the playoffs, and Southern Connecticut won it. So anything can happen, there's no doubt about it. But this is the quarterfinals of the 2020 Men's Basketball Championship. The winner will play in the semifinals. And taking a look at the brackets on the men's quarterfinals, we have St. Anselm's taking on Pace. Adelphi plays Franklin Pierce. Lemoyne and New Haven will clash. And of course, Stone Hill College, seeded number 2, taking on the number 3 seed from the Southwest Conference, Southern Connecticut State University. Taking a look at the standings, Stone Hill finished 13-6 in conference play. Southern Connecticut finished 11-8. Stone Hill was 17-10 overall, and Southern Connecticut 16-10. So both these teams are evenly matched.
Yeah.
The winner of this contest will play the winner of the Lemoyne-New Haven game, and they'll match up on March 4th. That's Wednesday evening. So we don't know whether or not they'll have the home game. It depends on who wins and who loses, so we'll see what happens. And I say that because the winning bracket with the best record is the one that will host the home game. We have a total of 5 teams from each division that qualify for postseason tournament play. And in the men's division, Stonehill finished second, St. Anselm's finished first. You have Bentley, you have Delphi, and of course New Haven that get the chance to play in this men's tournament. Delphi, along with New Haven, Southern Connecticut State University, and Pace are all part of the Southwest Division. St. Anselm's, Southern New Hampshire, Bentley, and let me not forget certainly Stonehill represent the Northeast Division.
Yeah, as well as Franklin Pierce.
So we'll see what happens when both these teams clash. The winner of this afternoon's game advances to the NE10 semifinals to face the winner of today's quarterfinal between Southwest top seed Lemoyne and Southwest number 5 New Haven. And they'll play that again on Wednesday at 7, hosted by the higher seed. The officials for today's game, Josh Burton, Tiger Womack, and Lee Morelli. They even have an alternate that's available just in case, and that happens to be Joe Burt Scott. So the officials are ready. We'll play 2 20-minute halves. There'll be a 30-second clock. There'll be 3 officials dressed in stripe. Right now, the coaches are shaking hands with the officials. Stonehill looking for the second victory here. Was a doubleheader. The women's team, by the way, won their first contest, and they won it by 9 points, and they got the chance to move on. They'll be playing Lemoyne on Thursday evening in their semifinal round on March 5th. Taking a look at Stonehill, 17-10 overall. They're 13-6 in the NE10 conference. They come off their victory against Southern New Hampshire last week, 78-75. They're led by head coach Chris Kraus. He is part of the class of 2006 here at Stonehill. He has a career victory of 114 wins. He has a total of 86 losses. He's in his 7th season. And head coach Scott Burrell from Connecticut, class of 2010. Drafted by the NBA, played with the Chicago Bulls. He has a record of 91 victories, 55 losses, and anything can happen. Today's cablecast, a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. And let me remind you that we're sponsored by the local bank here, a community bank, Northeast Savings Bank of Eastern.
Savings, yeah.
Good crowd on hand. Let's have the starting lineups right now for Southern Connecticut State University.
Southern Connecticut, starting junior Greg Jones, Bronx, New York, from the Bronx, New York. Lyron Bennett is a freshman from Boston, Massachusetts. LeVar Allen, he's a freshman from Richmond, Virginia. Tyrus Adams II from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a senior. And Isaiah Boisiad, he's a junior out of Walden, New York.
A senior from Randolph, Massachusetts, number 3.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen and viewers, here's the starting lineups now for the Skyhawks here at Stonehill College. Brandon Twitty, number 3, a senior guard from Randolph, Massachusetts. Here's Owen Chose, where's number 13? He's a 6'2 guard, a junior, likes to shoot the threes, averages 13.6. Michael Bowen, an all-around player from Mansfield, Massachusetts, averages 5 points a game, 5.3 rebounds. A senior guard wearing number 15. Here's Monty Lumalavicius, a junior. He is an amazing defensive player, 6'8", 210 pounds. And here's co-captain Will Morton, number 33, a senior guard from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He and Brandon Twitty are the co-captains. The team led by head basketball coach Chris Kraus. Stonehill, 13-6 in conference play. They're 17-10 in all. Welcome to the quarterfinals against the Owls of Southern Connecticut State University. 16-10 on the season, 11-8 in the NE10 conference. And we're just about ready now for the
Tip-off.
opening tip-off. Monty Lumalavicius will jump the tap for Stonehill. There's the tap control by the Skyhawks. You got the tap from Greg Jones from Bronx, New York. Here's Will Morton. Up fakes, stops, pops. Doesn't make the shot. Monty Lumalavicius back out to Twitty. Bang, three ball. He got
Right
it.
off the bat. What a way to start.
So Stonehill gets on the scoreboard first. The winner of this game plays in the semifinals on Wednesday evening. If Stonehill wins it, they'll have another chance to have a home game. Monty, I should say Will Morton.
Morton with a rebound.
Strong rebound. He wears number 33.
He's a big guard.
Stonehill
Plays like a forward.
in the white jerseys. The Owls in the dark jerseys. Stonehill out in front, 3-0.
Ooh, got the foul though.
Shot by Monty, doesn't drop for the Skyhawks, but he'll go to the free throw line.
That's a good sign. Try to immediately go inside to the big man. That almost fell too.
He's from Lithuania, a junior, got tremendous size. Misses the first free throw. Last time that Stonehill participated
Makes the second.
in the championship of this tournament was back in 2006. They lost to St. A's. Stonehill out in front, 4-0. There's a J. Doesn't fall.
Another rebound by Will Morton.
Will Morton, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Both these teams pretty evenly matched. Their overall records,
Look at that, they double team him.
18-10 for the Owls, and the Skyhawks 17-10.
Twitty, nice penetration.
Goes to the
Nifty move.
Monty Lumalavicius goes up with the follow-up rebound.
Two easy shots that didn't drop.
Two missed shots. Skyhawks are fired up for this game, no doubt about it. And we got a traveling violation called against Greg Jones. No, that was Taurus Adams from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Monty Lumalavicius at the high post. They get it back out front to Morton. Morton looking to take the J. He stops, he pops,
Ooh, doesn't
back
go.
rims it. Doesn't work. Jones with the rebound. Here come the Owls. There's a stop, there's a shot, doesn't fall.
Rebound, Will Morton. Third rebound. Oh, a nice power move. Whoa.
Goes to the hoop, tries to get his own rebound, couldn't make that one. 17-22. We're in the first half here at Merckett Gymnasium. It's tournament time. Dave Clifton here along with Keith Sharon, spelled with 2 R's. There's the shot, doesn't fall.
Ooh,
Nice rebound by Chose.
Chose flew in on that rebound.
He chose the right spot to be.
He was airborne on that.
16:57, the clock running. 4-0, Stonehill out in front. Chose takes the J, got it. And that was a two-pointer. Timeout, Owls.
That was a nice catch and shoot.
Southern Connecticut State University trailing 6-0. Coach Scott Burrell played his college basketball at Connecticut, signed a contract, played his professional basketball at Chicago with the Bulls. He not only played all-star caliber basketball, played for several NBA teams.
I think he won a championship with the Bulls.
He did. I'm assuming that the number one player in basketball played.
Oh yeah, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's hard to
He had a lot to do
lose
with
a
all of
championship
Chicago's
with him.
champion.
Yeah.
Don't forget Pippen. He was a big part of that.
I saw him come into a Celtics game, and the Celtics won just because he happened to show up, I guess. Okay, the Owls have the basketball. Ball stolen.
Steal.
Another turnover.
Mack pushing
Mack.
it hard. Almost lost it.
I thought he was going to go coast to coast.
Will Morton. Ooh, backing. Nope, pulls it back out.
He knows how to look for a shot. A little
inside.
tricky dribble, goes to the hoop, throws it back out front to Mack. And we're going to have a line violation on the far side of the court. Looked like Will Morton might have stepped on the sideline in front of the fans and the stands. 6-0. 16-14, we're in the first half. The Owls have yet to score from Southern Connecticut State University. They get it back out front. They throw it up. Morton with his fourth rebound.
He's got all the rebounds.
Here's Josh Mack from Winchester, Virginia.
On the defensive end. Morton's done it all.
Twitty to Mack. And again, they look low for Sims. And we did get a traveling violation. He moved his pivot foot. How important it is for basketball players to dribble that ball when you move. He likes to make that quick move to the hoop. Owen DeGraff from Beansville, Ontario. He's out there. He wears number 31 for the Skyhawks. Stonehill out in front, 6-0.
Oh, swallowed up two players. DeGraff and Mack did a good job on that.
They like to dribble that ball between their legs. They get used to doing it. Mack looking for the opportunity to drive. Here's Twitty, stops, back rims the J, ends up in the hands of Boussard. Boussard is from Walden, New York.
Ooh.
Ball stolen
Good
by
hustle
Twitty.
by Twitty. Went to the floor. Good hustle.
So we're going to have a foul on the play. They'll call this foul against Greg Jones from the Bronx, New York.
Replacing Jones in the lineup, number 33, Zach Penn for the Owls.
Seaforth into the lineup for the Owls.
Unilevicius is back in, number 21.
He's strong. He likes to play that low post. 14:46. You're watching Division II men's college tournament basketball. It's the quarterfinals. Here's Twitty.
Ooh.
Ball goes out of bounds. Stonehill gets it back.
Twitty's quick.
Went off the fingertips of Lyron Bennett from Boston, Mass. He played his high school basketball here in the Boston area. Twitty goes low to Monty.
Ooh,
gets a shot blocked.
Great idea. Catch and go up with the ball, but the defender was right there, all hands.
That was a nice play defensively. That was Taurus Adams from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a senior. Here's Monty to Will Morden.
Underneath the Sims.
to Sims
Beautiful.
for the
Nice
basket.
pass.
That's where Adam Sims belongs, on the left side of the paint, underneath the basket.
Yeah, but Morton made a beautiful pass to
It
him.
was terrific, but he likes to use that left hand off the basket. Rebound fought for, ends up in the hands of Mack.
Fight both players to the floor.
So, one out of bounds off Mack.
Southern Connecticut basketball.
That was a good hustle play by Isaiah Bassad for Southern Connecticut.
Southern Connecticut State University gets the ball back. Last time they won this was back in 2014. I'm talking about Southern Connecticut State University. They defeated New Haven 73-71 a number of years ago.
Back in for Stonehill, number 3, Brendan Twitty.
So Twitty comes back into the lineup. Good fill-in by Josh Mack. Ball stolen. Another turnover as Will Morden takes his time crossing the timeline. Gets it back out front to his guards.
The Owls are yet to get a basket. No points. Ooh,
Goes
missed
to the
everything.
hoop, overthrows the rim. The Owls get it back. I can't believe that after almost 7 minutes, this Owl team is yet to score.
Whoa, there's the first hoop for the Owls this game. 3-pointer.
8-3. Here's Morden
Sims.
to Sims. Sims on the far side of the court, a little tricky dribble. Gets it back to Morden. Monte Humelavicius posted low. There's a J, and it falls.
Bangs it in.
It took a skyhawk bounce off the back of the rim and came up in the air and down for the hoop. 10-3. Almost 7 minutes went by in this game before this team got their first hoop. Good move at the low post. They got the basket. They have a chance now. Tyrus Adams, I should say, Taurus Adams from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The senior has a chance now for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, he drew that foul nicely. He just threw his body right into Monty and got the foul.
That's how he blocked out.
It's a big kid, this Tyrus Adams.
Misses the rebound, went out of bounds off of Stonehill.
Owls basketball.
So the Owls get it back. The Skyhawks go back on defense. What a season it's been for Stonehill. Underneath.
Oh, that was a nice underneath the basket move.
That Adams likes to use that left hand underneath the basket for the hoop. 3-point difference. Cross the court pass for a three.
Whoa!
And the basket is good.
Foul, Southern Connecticut's number 33, Zach Penn.
Here's a chance now for a 4-point play.
The 13th foul.
So that changed. The basket counted. But Stonehill gets the ball out of bounds. They're still discussing the last play. So maybe they will put him at the free throw line. Let's see what happens. 12-12 on the score clock. 13-7, Stonehill out in front of Southern Connecticut State University. Looks like Stonehill will take the ball out of bounds. That last three, though, by Owen DeGraff counts. We're at Merckett Gymnasium. It's the quarterfinals. Here's Will Morton. Looks to go to the hoop. He stops. He goes up with the shot. Doesn't get it. Rebound pulled down by Adams.
Bowen played that one tough. Oh,
There's a drive to the hoop. They get the basket, and they'll go to the foul line. A chance for a three-point play.
His first personal.
that was good defense, though, by Michael Bowen on Zach Penn.
Basket is good for Isaiah Broussard. He's at the line to shoot one. Checking it for Stonehill, number 5, Josh Mack.
So Will Morton gets a rest. Boy, he worked hard out there on
He
the
did.
boards and
Yeah.
offense.
Misses the free throw.
Here comes Stonehill with the basketball.
Mack brings it up to Bowen.
Will Morton averaging 18.9 points per game. And we're going to have a
Reach-in foul.
maybe a slapping foul is what he calls.
And Owls fouls on number 3, C.J. Seaforth. His first, the team's fourth.
Humula Vicious averaging 8 points a game. 13 points for Owen Chose. And 13.8 points for Brandon Twitty.
Ooh, errant pass by Chose.
Owls basketball.
He zigged when he should have zagged.
Again, the winner of this contest this afternoon advances to the NE10 semifinals to face the winner of today's quarterfinal between Lemoyne and Southwest number 5, New Haven.
Isaiah Broussard.
So Prasad with the basketball, and the Owls close in within one bucket. Sims reports to the scorer's table. Twitty stops, pops,
In and
doesn't
out.
fall. You think they should give him a half a point for the ball going in the hoop and coming
it was all
back
the way
out.
down and bounced out. Whoa, three.
Long three, and guess what?
That's C.J. Seaforth with a
Puts
three.
the Owls out in front for the first time. Timeout quickly called by Stonehill. This will be a stretched out timeout. It won't be a 30-second time.
Yeah, Stonehill got a little sloppy the last couple of minutes. They stopped looking inside.
16.
Taking a look at some of the losses that Stonehill had, and they didn't have many. They ended up with 6 in conference play. They lost 10 overall. They lost to Southern New Hampshire. They lost to Bentley. Caldwell. They lost a game to Bridgeport, Connecticut. They lost one to St. Anselm's. They lost to Franklin Pierce. And they did beat Southern Connecticut State University back on January 25th by a score of 67-59. Taking a look at some of the scoring,
Never takes a day off in the NE10.
Owen Chose has 4 points, Brandon Twitty 2.
They are
I should say those are fouls,
on the field.
but
Student athletes embrace the grind and
4
dream.
points by
They
Adams
earn it every day.
and 4 points by Broussard for the Owls. 15-14 lead. The Owls didn't score their first bucket until the 7-point mark.
Yep.
7-something in the first half here. But they're back in it now and they lead by 1. Their first lead in the ball game. So Brandon Twitty getting his knee wrapped, and the official
think they're saying it's a cut, he was bleeding. That's why they're wrapping it.
Okay, Mack with the basketball to Sims. Mack works the far side of the court to Chose.
To Mack.
Up front to Mack.
3-point.
He got it.
He got it.
Free
Nailed
ball.
it. It's a big hoop.
Very timely. Good crowd on hand here from the student body here at Stonehill. Shot missed. Mack with the rebound. Gets across midcourt. They work the far side of the court to Chose. They go low to Will Morden. Will Morden backs in. And that's Monty Umalavicius with the basket.
Strong move. When he does that, this team usually wins.
Will Morden is on the bench. I was giving him credit. He likes to take that hook shot. I'm talking about Umalavicius.
Yeah, from about 3 feet in. Back rimmed it.
And we're going to have a foul in the paint. And they're going to call that foul against LeVar Allen from Richmond, Virginia. Here's Stonehill. Umalavicius at the low post. And there's a three. Sims from way downtown.
Yeah, he was left wide open for that three.
Nice shot. Sims looked like he shot that from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. That's where he's from.
Whoa, collision.
Little crash. No foul in the play.
20 and 10.
Mack with the rebound. He can get up there for a little guy. They'll call that foul. That's the second personal foul called against Taurus Adams II. They had it down beside his name. He has 2 personal fouls. Taurus Adams II.
Mack bringing the ball up past half court over to Sims.
You're watching Division II men's college basketball tournament at its finest. Stonehill hosting Southern Connecticut State University. Hook pass to Chose. He got it! He got it! Free ball! Free ball! Timeout called by the Owls. And Stonehill enjoying one of their biggest leads, a 10-point margin.
Fans, please welcome to the floor your Stonehill.
Holy cow. Interesting, the student body showing up for this game in support of their men's team participating in the quarterfinal round. Taking a look at the INI 10 tournament, certainly we know what's happening today, but the 7th week from today will be the championship game. Where will it be played? It depends on the teams that win and which team has the best
yeah, and it's all happening today.
record. So it'll be down to 4 teams after today. We'll bring you up to date on how the scores worked out with the other teams playing in quarterfinal rounds. It's the Northeast 10 Conference of the NCAA Division II men's basketball. Dave Clifton here along with Keith Sharon. I used to be from Sharon. His last name is Sharon. There's a stop, a pop, front rims it. Monty Umalavicius didn't have to work as hard for that rebound.
No, Mack brings the ball up once again. Into Chose. Nice pick by Monty. Into
Twitty
Monty.
goes low to Monty. He backs in, throws up his hook shot. He got it. He got it.
I'd go to that all night until they find a way of stopping that play.
Won't be long before you'll see Will Morton come back in. 26-14. Stonehill out in front by 12.
Yeah, he was on the baseline. Number 23, that was Isaiah Masad. He stepped on the baseline, out of bounds. Stonehill ball.
Mack comes out, Will Morton back in. Coach Chris Kraus going with his size. He's got Morton, Umalavicius at 6'8". He's got Sims at 6'6". And Twitty, he can jump like he's 6'10".
Ooh.
There's a turnover, however, stepped out of bounds. Good break for Stonehill. They get the ball back.
Right, they had the right idea to get it inside, but the pass was a little high. Off the mark.
This game is being broadcast and cablecast by Eastern Community Access
Monty
Television.
got mugged on that one.
Skyhawks Vision on NE10 now will also provide an opportunity for folks to watch and listen in.
In for Southern Connecticut, number 1, Greg Jones.
Congratulations to Will Morton, who has done a terrific job as a student, as a player, as a co-captain, and as a person who loves the double-double and scoring and rebound. Here's Sims. Likes to use that left hand, dishes back out to Morton. Under 14
Shows a
seconds.
long, deep three. Ooh,
Rebound by Sims.
Sims up and in.
Wow. Northeast.
Sims is really active around that basket. He's always around the ball.
And we're going to have a foul on the far side of the court, called against Stonehill. The Northeast Division number 2 seed, Stonehill, ranked number 6 in the NCAA division. Of course, it's Division 2. The East Regional Rankings opens postseason play by hosting number 3, Southern Connecticut. The Owls have won all 3 in a row and 6 of 9 after their 94-78 in their regular season finale on last Tuesday.
Checking in for the Skyhawks, number 31, Owen DeGraff.
Owen DeGraff comes in. Monty Umalavicius comes out, gets a rest. The Owls have the basketball. The Skyhawks are on defense. They play a man-to-man defense in their white jerseys.
They're doing a good job of it, too. Staying close. Whoa!
Shot blocked. However, they get the rebound back and they get the 3.
Chose made a nice block on that initial attempt.
Nice 3 from the near side of the court by Greg Jones from the Bronx. 28-17. Stonehill by 11. Morton to Sims. Sims takes the 3 and rebound hustled by one of the Owls. They almost threw the ball to me. If I get it, I shoot. There's a foul on the penetration.
Skyhawks fouls on number 3, Brandon Twitty, his second personal on the team, 6th foul.
Southern Connecticut State University will go to the foul line. Mack will come back in along with Michael Bowen. Michael Bowen is from Mansfield, Mass. Mack is from Winchester, Virginia. And Monty Umalavicius traveled the furthest from Korsnäs, Lithuania.
He's back in along with Michael Bowen. DeGraff comes out, Sims comes out.
Here's Allen at the foul line. He's from Richmond, Virginia. All these players were terrific high school players in their local high schools. Now they're playing together in college And it's tournament time here in the NE10 Conference. All part of the Division II NCAA.
Ooh, into Monty.
Monty
Nice
goes underneath.
move underneath.
Backcourt, good foul. Makes the basket.
Comes underneath on that basket. There's no way the defender can get to it. Just shields him.
And now he has a chance for that old-fashioned three-point play.
Seventh foul. Basket is good for Monty.
I'm not talking about a Tragua now from way downtown. I'm talking about underneath, make the basket, go to the foul line.
Make your layups.
He wears number 21. That was my jersey backwards. Shot is good. Monty completes the three-point effort. Stonehill takes the lead, 31-17. Back out front, good ball movement by the Owls. They go to the hoop strong.
Rebound
And
comes
who's
down
stronger
to
than Monty Umlavicius?
He ripped it down.
Makes his way now down to the low post, looks for the ball, wants to be able to back in, gets
And
the ball.
Monty again. They double teamed him.
They double teamed him and he got fouled. Created an offensive foul.
Yeah, he traveled.
You can't bang into the Soldiers and knock them down. They'll call an offensive foul. Ball stolen. Here comes Mack. 2-on-1.
Hard
Goes
push.
to the hoop.
Whoa!
Left in it. It's good. Nice drive to the hoop.
All the way. One-man show on that bucket.
Terrific play
He blinded him
by
with
Mack.
speed.
That's M-A-C-K. Nice shot from way downtown.
The
Good
for
three
number
by
22.
Broussard.
Yeah.
He's from
Isaiah
Malden, New
Broussard.
York.
For three.
So Broussard, Isaiah is his first name, knows how to take that shot and almost saved the ball on the far side of the court.
Checking into the Owls lineup, number 25.
Good crowd on hand here at Merckett Gymnasium. I see the president of Stonehill College joining us. Here to support both teams. The women's team won their first game by 9 points.
Shows. He does a deep three from the baseline.
He loves to shoot those threes. Owls have the basketball out front. They look for their shot. They try to go low.
Good defense.
There's the J. He got it.
Yeah, that was Lyron Bennett.
He's a left-hander who can shoot both hands, but took that left-handed J, and he shoots
Monty
quick.
Mack going to the hoop. Whoa, flips it
Nice
up and in.
basket.
Oh.
Wow. He looked all-American on that last drive.
Scooped it right up and in.
Sims at the
Oh, what a
scorer's table.
steal. Will Moore with a beautiful steal. Bang!
Dunked. It's dunked.
Bang!
It's dunked.
Oh, a
Wow.
thundering dunk.
Will Morton gets a round of applause from the
That
entire
was a beauty. That was
facility.
nice.
Timeout.
Whoa. He made a statement on that dunk.
He certainly did. He said while he was dunking, I'm Will Morton from Minneapolis,
Yeah.
Minnesota. Take this.
He let that defender just breeze by, and he went up and jammed it.
He looked around to see if there was anyone there that could foul him while he dunked.
Yeah.
So Stonehill right now out in front, 40-22. We're being entertained by the Stonehill dancers.
Nice 18-point lead with 3:08 remaining in this half.
Good crowd on hand. Good media coverage here today. And of course, there's nothing like the home court advantage. Stonehill hosting an NE10 tournament game for the first time since 2018, when it posted an 85-74 win over Delphi in the first round. The Skyhawks last hosted an NE10 quarterfinal with an 85-66 triumph over Merrimack on the way to the 2010 NE10 championship. And of course, I remember that game. Let's take a look at the scoring. Stonehill has a total of 40 points. Owen Chose has 10. Will Morton has a total of 5 points. And you saw the last dunk. Mack has 7. And also Andrew Sims has 7. 1 point each for Yuma Malicious, Twitty, and Chose. I should say Chose has 10 points.
Yeah, most of those coming from three-point range.
Stonehill fouls on number 21.
That's been the story of his scoring all season long.
Yeah, he's come up big in a lot of games with some clutch threes down the stretch.
Monty Umalavicius picked up another foul.
Tyrus Adams at the line for the Owls.
Owen DeWolf likes to shoot the threes as well. He's got that soft touch from three-point territory. Shot doesn't fall.
Rebound by
Don't
the
ask
Owls.
me how he got the rebound, but he did.
Skyhawks fouls on number 31, Owen DeGraff.
Yeah, and it was a foul too. DeGraff fouled him.
Skyhawks 18 foul. Greg Jones on the line to shoot 2.
So Jones now will shoot 2 free throws. Doesn't make the first. They have been way off in their free throw shooting. I'm talking about the Owls.
They have. You got to make them. This is both.
Morton with another rebound.
Rebound off the miss. Mack bringing the ball up.
He likes to drive if he can get by his man. Morton underneath to Monty. No, that was Mack.
It was Sims.
Sims, rather.
Inside to Sims.
He's
Left
dangerous.
faking in.
He's automatic with that left hand.
Yeah.
Underneath the basket.
Another miss by the Owls. They get the rebound. Oh, almost a steal by Morton. Owls
We
get it back.
almost had another dunk.
Sims ripped that rebound down.
He plays like he's 6'6" or above. Stonehill, unbelievable. It's quarterfinal tournament time, and they got a 20-point lead here in the first half.
Yep, Stonehill just got better and better and better every game as they went into the season progressed. Playing with a lot of intensity here in this half.
Here's Chose, a long three. He got it.
I guess you could qualify this now as he's on fire.
Why are we not surprised? He knows it's in as soon as it leaves his hand.
He's got the feel right now. Good defense, but puts it up and in.
Made
That
the
was
basket anyways.
Greg Jones for the Owls. That was good defense, though.
He's a junior. He'll be back next year for Southern Connecticut State University. Here's Will Morton. Looking to find a spot for him to take his J. He does. He takes it. He gets it. Wow! Holy cow!
Three-pointer.
Three ball.
So Stonehill opens up a 24-point lead with 52 seconds remaining in this half.
They come right back though and get a quick three. He's got number 3 on his jersey. That was Seaforth from Hamden, Connecticut. Morton looks low for DeWolf. DeGraff, rather. They go low.
Back out to Morton. One's looking. 3. Boom. Off the rim.
Didn't get that. He shot that from way downtown.
Owls get the rebound. Bring it up court.
Down to 17 seconds remaining.
C.J. Seaforth for the Owls with the ball.
And again, they're going to wait for the last shot.
Ooh.
Nice drive to the hoop.
That was LaRon Bennett.
So that's a 19-point lead 48-29, Stonehill.
That was a good half for Stonehill. They
The
played
last
aggressive.
half of the first half, they really dominated. And it wasn't until final seconds there that the Owls picked up a couple of hoops.
Yeah.
48-29, Dave Clifton here along with Keith Sharon. Big thank you to Chris Dolan on camera. Our in-studio, I should say, our on-site producer who hooks us up and gets us ready. We'll be back with our halftime guest. Let's take this time out. Welcome back to Merckett Gymnasium. The score at halftime, 48 to, yes, it is 29. It's amazing. They're out in front by 19. And Steve, what do you think of that first half?
Oh, what a great first half, right? When an electric first half, the crowd is into it. They really couldn't miss there towards the end of the half. That's really the way you want to go out.
Why don't you tell our viewing audience what your role is here at Stonehill College?
So I'm a senior associate athletic director. I oversee our day-to-day operations and really here, our home event management, equipment, purchasing, budgeting, a little bit of development and marketing as well. Have my hand in everything.
It's truly amazing how well this team has improved over the season. And they're pitching at the right time. Here we are in tournament play. A victory tonight, we know it's not over. There's another whole half to go. But a victory puts them in the semifinals.
Yeah, certainly another half to play here, but we're in good position. If we win tonight, we'll either head to Lemoyne or we'll host New Haven on Wednesday evening.
We had a chance to speak to the president during the half of the first game, and I expressed to him how proud we are to have Stonehill College in our backyard here in Easton.
Well, thank you very much. You know, you're a great partner to us, and we love to have you here as well. And you know, you mentioned it, it's really a great environment here, and thank you so much for everything that you do.
And I know that with the halftime lead, what would you say? I know that we had lots of effort by Monty Umalavicius underneath the boards. We also had Will Morton, and of course Chose with the three-pointers.
Right. Stay aggressive in the second half. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to pound the ball inside, I would say low, especially to Monty. Take the three if it's open, but I mean, layups are a lot easier, more consistent to make than long jump shots.
You're watching Division II men's college basketball. It's tournament time. We're all part of the Northeast 10 Conference, which is part of the NCAA. The winner today goes on to the semifinals. If Stonehill wins, good chance they could have the home court advantage. This cablecast is a production of ECAT. We hope to share this cablecast with Brockton, Sharon, and Foxborough. Any final comment you'd like to make about Coach Chris Kraus?
Looking forward to the second half. Coach is tremendous. He's going to have the guys ready to play, and hopefully we'll make a long run in the playoffs.
Hurry back for the second half. Okay, we're back here at Merckett Gymnasium. Stonehill right now enjoying a 48-29 lead as they take on a tough Southern Connecticut State University team. Right now, things are in their favor. If they win this game, they will play in the semifinals of tournament play against either Lemoyne or New Haven, Connecticut. Depending on which team wins, decides whether or not they get another home game. If New Haven wins, Stonehill will host them here at Merckett Gymnasium. If Lemoyne beats New Haven this afternoon, the Stonehill with a victory will travel to take on Lemoyne. So there is an advantage to
Winning.
having the home court, but you got to do one thing at a time. The first thing is to win this game to be able to get, because the loser of this game goes home. Their season has ended. Stonehill has had a terrific season. They had their share of wins. They got better by each game, and we could see it. they have developed a scenario where Morton, as well as Chose, Owen DeGraff can shoot the threes from outside along with Twitty. You got Monty Umalavicius posted low. They got some size, they get the rebounds, and they got an all-round player.
Yeah, and they got a couple
And a guy like Michael Bowen.
I mean, the thing that sticks out to me in that half is when you look at three-point attempts. Stonehill took 12 attempts and made 8 of them, compared to 9 for the Owls and 5 made. But even bigger than that is in the rebound category. Stonehill out-rebounded the Owls 19-13, but 15 of those rebounds by Stonehill were defensive rebounds.
And not only that, hats off to the bench. Andrew Sims coming off the bench, along with Owen DeGraff and Josh Mack. He did a pretty good job with his time as he came in and out periodically. Head coach Chris Krause, his 7th season. His assistant coaches Matt Miller and Carter Smith. Carter Smith, by the way, was a pretty good guard when I first started announcing these games. He was a guard on the team, and he came back as a coach, an assistant coach.
Yeah.
So right now, we're ready for the start of the second half. Yes, there will be a 30-second clock. There will be 3 officials dressed in the stripes. There'll be a 20-minute half remaining. Stonehill enjoying a pretty good-sized lead. But in this Division II competition, anything can happen.
The Owls didn't have a very good shooting half, but on the other half, just looking at those defensive rebounds that Stonehill came down with, they didn't give them any second shots, so one goes with the other.
Okay, we're just about ready to kick off the second half.
You guys are ready to go.
Twitty and Chose ready to stop and pop from the three-point line.
Stonehill's got to stay aggressive, keep trying to pound that ball inside. The long jumper shows, well, I guess take it, but don't fall in love with it.
Get to the point where Coach Chris knows exactly who his starting 5 is. That's for sure.
I would hope he does.
Well, sometimes there are coaches in the leagues, they aren't sure. The starters change as players improve.
Well, these are the guys that got him here.
Here's a stop and pop. They got their own rebound. They do a pretty good job of position. Just like that there.
Yeah, that's a big man. Once he gets on a roll there, momentum comes in.
Big body too. I mean, he blocks out nicely.
Big body.
Here's Bowen. Works the near side of the court to Twitty. They go low to Monty. There's a stop and pop. Bang. He got it. Will Morton. Will Morton again scores. He's got 8 points in this ball game. No, he doesn't. Underneath.
Yeah, that was a good pass. The guy was cutting into the basket and he laid it up and in.
A little pick. He was able to get himself free. Will Morton has 10 points in this ball game, and he has 6 rebounds. Morton, of course, has got the size.
And the Bowen, nice.
Underneath,
nice.
Bowen makes the basket, crashes to the floor.
What a better guy, yeah, but that's where he lives. He lives in the trenches.
Ron Pettit. His first personal, the team's first foul of the second half.
As the great General Patton would say, he's blood and guts, because he was blood and guts.
You see how he got that rebound? He went back up, got the shot, got fouled, and here's the left-hander now. I'm not surprised to see he's got bandages on his fingers.
Yeah, he gets in there and mucks it up.
Good ball movement by the Owls. They take the long 3, they get it.
Greg Jones for 3.
Wow. He didn't waste any time. Craig Jones from the Bronx, New York. Stonehill working against a man-to-man defense. And they're tough defenders at that. They try to go to Monty, and Bowen out hustles.
back. Morton. Whoa!
And we're going to have a foul on the play.
That was a charge.
Offensive foul on the Skyhawks, number 33, Will.
Yeah, he barreled right into him on that one.
Personal. Stonehill's first team foul.
Sometimes it's almost worth to stop and pop, because he's good at that.
Yeah, had his mind made up though.
52-36, we're in the second half here at Stonehill.
Good defense by Bowen.
And we're going to have a foul on the rebound.
Out of bounds, Stonehill basketball.
No foul on the play. It was a violation. Stonehill has the basketball. They have the lead. We're in the second half. It's tournament time. Dave Clifton here, along with Keith Sharon. The women's team won their game in the first game of a doubleheader. They go to the semifinals. The men right now looking for that chance.
To Monty
from
Lays it up
Morton.
and in. Right underneath.
Nice two ball off the window in the right spot at the right time. Can you imagine that guy getting those rebounds?
Yeah, that's
He's tough.
Terrace Adams. He's a big kid. He's big. He's tough to move.
Bowen to Chose. Gets it to Twitty. To Morton. Morton holds the ball. They're going to have to take the shot.
Yeah, Connecticut's defense has picked up. Their intensity's picked up a lot.
Somehow Morton got that shot off. 16:09, the clock running.
Ooh, quick hands by Twitty. But it's back to the Owls.
They get the ball low. This guy knows how to move.
Whoa, whoa. There he is, Terrace Adams again. He's a force down low.
The foul on Stonehill's number 3, Brandon Twitty. His third personal.
So this young player from Minneapolis, Wisconsin,
Into the Stonehill lineup, number 32, Andrew.
finds his way underneath. Timeout called by Stonehill. This will be a 30-second timeout.
14-point lead, Stonehill on top, 54-40, 15:55 left in the.
Actually, they're going to not, looks like they're not going to take a 30-second timeout. It'll be a stretched out timeout.
Yep.
Now being entertainment, maybe we can get them on the camera. The dancers from Stonehill College. 15:55 here in the second half. Stonehill out in front by 14. The Owls trying to do the best they can to make a comeback. Nice job by the co-captains here at Stonehill. Brandon Twitty. And of course, Will Morton.
For their student athletes, one in which they can balance being an elite athlete.
What a job they've done as seniors.
Academic goals. Whether it's sponsoring the most championships.
They've had a terrific career, and I'm also talking about Michael Bowen. Terrific career here at Stonehill. Taking a look at the scoring for Stonehill.
To stand out.
Chose has 13 points. Yumalavicius has 10. Will Morton has 10. Morton also has 6 rebounds. 7 points by Josh Mack. Not bad for the time that he's played in this game.
No, he's been an important part of this game.
This Adams has 10 points in the ball game.
Full court press by the Owls. Stonehill gets it across half court.
Mac not having any problem with the press.
No,
Gets it to Will Morden.
Connecticut's defense has really picked up. Really picked up big time.
And of course, the fans were looking for that foul.
Southern Connecticut fouls on number 13, Torres Adams, his third personal.
So Adams picks up his third personal foul. They can't afford to lose him.
No, they need him. Morton shows back to Morton.
Morden takes a three.
Off the rim.
Didn't get much of a chance to look at that, but he got the direction. 54-41. The Owls not out of this game. And again, there's a stop.
There it
The
is.
jumper, he
Back
makes
in.
it,
Who else? It was
and he has chance for
Adams.
three.
Adams.
Skyhawks fouls on number 21,
He's tough.
Muncie Yarmolinovich, his third personal.
Yeah, they're going to have to body him up. He's getting too many clear looks.
Checking into the Skyhawks, number 15, Michael
And he's got
Bowman.
that soft touch when he takes the shot.
Adams, he's at the line, he'll shoot one.
So Yarmolinovich has 3 fouls in this game. He pulses up and makes the 3-point effort.
So the lead is down to 10.
A lot of pressure in the backcourt on the guards for Stonehill.
His pressures caused Stonehill some problems here. And there's Sims. Sims looking.
Gets it
outside
back.
to Bowen. Back to Chose. Chose looking to go hard
goes
off
to
his
the-
foot.
Bounced off his foot, and the Owls get it back. That's a shame because he had an open lane. I saw him going to the hoop.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with Connecticut's defense this half.
You know, it's amazing how well Stonehill is, how well the Owls team has played, but Stonehill's still up in front by 10. That halftime lead was important. Twitty reports to the scorer's table. Here's Morden with the basketball, gets a pick. Here's Morden, takes the shot, doesn't fall. Owls come back up the court with the basketball.
We're going to have to start doing something inside Stonehill because the jump shots aren't flowing the way they did in the first half. There's a layup.
There's a drive to the hoop.
Layup. Who was that? That was Isaiah Bassad.
Timeout called by Stonehill. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah.
54-46. Stonehill out in front.
Point game.
It looked like he tiptoed right to the basket. They're quick. There's no doubt about it.
Got back in this game, but their defenses got them back in this game, and they're starting to make some a lot of easy inside shots.
Started being measured. In the NE10, student comes before athlete.
Again, the last time that both these teams met, Stonehill played at Southern Connecticut State University. Stonehill won at 67-59. That was back on January 25th. Here come the Skyhawks. They're being pressed in the backcourt. Mack with the basketball. Gets it to Bowen. Just happened to turn at the right time.
Sims.
And we're going to have a foul in the play.
Looks like another charge.
Offensive foul on Stonehill's number 32, Andrew Sims, his second personal. Skyhawks' fourth team foul.
Great idea, taking it to the hoop, but once again, quick on their feet. The Owls had the position.
13:35, the clock running. Today's cable cast, a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. They go low to guess who? No.
No.
He used his elbow to push off. No basket.
Offensive foul on Southern Connecticut's number 13.
they're going to go to him every time.
Personal.
Yeah, until Stonehill finds a way of stopping them, that's what they're going to do.
It's the Owls.
Coming into the lineup right now, Adam Freeze. He gives Bowen a rest.
Checking in for Stonehill, number 12, Adam Freeze.
Pressure in the backcourt as Mack will take the ball across midcourt. They get it over. Finally,
Sims into Mack.
Mack, little tricky dribble. Stops, comes back out front. Under 10 seconds on the 30-second clock. Underneath.
Strict. Good defensive play.
Wow.
Good hands.
Wow.
He was going up for the easy layup, and good hands by the defender.
Nice dish off, a foul. And again, they'll call that foul against Andrew Sims from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. He picks up his third personal foul in this ball game.
Zach Bennett the line for the Owls, shooting 2.
They'll get 2 free throws. Zach Penn from New Hartford, Connecticut. He's a sophomore.
Right now, this pace is not favoring Stonehill. They're going to have to settle down on their offense.
That happens. It goes in spurts. Chose
Pick up
comes
this.
in.
Pick up
Mack
this.
gets a rest.
Pick up their set offense a little bit. Settle down.
He shoots the back end of his 2 free throws, and he makes it. All net. 54-47. What a comeback by the Owls. Here's Morden. Dishes off, and they make the basket. Freeze.
Took the contact. There could have been a foul on that, too.
That was an important basket.
Very
Coming
important.
off the bench, too.
Right. Layup. A nice move. Nice
Yeah.
underneath move by.
He knows where
Nice
the
underneath move by
backboard is,
Zach Penn for the Owls.
and he knows how to use that
Oh, here we go.
backboard.
Drive it in.
Whoa, what a
Jones
pretty
with
play that
scoop.
was.
That was a nifty
Holy
play.
cow.
Oh, that was nifty.
Absolutely terrific. What a drive. And this Southern Connecticut State University team, they're not going away.
No, they're shooting, their defense, everything's improved this half.
Here's Freeze, gets it across the timeline. Over to Chose. Chose.
Ooh, blocked.
And we get a foul on the
block.
play. That'll be 3 free throws, all free at the foul line.
Owls of Southern Connecticut's number 23, Isaiah Broussard, his first personal. Team's 4th. Brandon Twitty at the line. He'll shoot 3.
So he gets a chance to shoot 3, number 3. Makes the first. Makes the second. He's from Randolph, Massachusetts, one of the co-captains.
And checking in for Stonehill.
Been a while since he played high school ball, but he played at Catholic Memorial High School in the Catholic Conference. He was a great high school player as well. Second free throw is good. I should say the third one. Puts his team out in front now by 10.
After a 10-point lead. Almost a steal.
And again, right now they're playing without their favorite low post player, Taurus Adams. Stonehill has to be happy that he's on the bench with 3 fouls.
Yeah.
The team's 6th foul.
So at the foul line right now, Lyron Bennett, a freshman from Boston, Massachusetts.
This is the free throw, first one.
And again, I noticed that they could be closer in this game if they didn't miss all their free throws. Studies the basket, good concentration, takes the shot, and he misses
Both of
both.
them. Morton brings down the rebound.
Brings down his 8th rebound in this ball game. Gets across the timeline, gets a pick from Monty. Adam Freeze holds the ball. Back out front, ball stolen.
Not a good
Going
pass.
coast to coast, takes the shot. Wow, how did he get that off? You
That was
talk about
Bennett
Myron
again.
Bennett,
Quickness. He
Good
did that
ath-
with quickness.
good athletic ability.
Go to the mismatch. Big mismatch here.
And they got to make good passes. How important they are.
Bennett.
Here's Twitty with the shot, doesn't fall. The Owls get the ball back. 10:29, the clock running.
Bennett again. Look at that.
Wow.
Quickness. Quick. There's one Achilles heel Stoner has had this year. It's with quick guards.
And not only
They can
that,
penetrate,
Yeah.
going to the hoop.
we get shooting guards, no doubt about it, but how important it is for young basketball players to understand and to know how to use that backboard. There's a three. He got it.
That was a big three.
Automatic.
Shows that was a big three.
He's automatic with those. Sims reports to the scorer's table. He'll be coming back in.
9-point game.
There's a stop, and he
Got
gets
it.
it. Bang.
This kid's on fire now. Inside, outside.
Didn't need a backboard for that.
Back into the press, the Owls. Full court. Get it over half court. Stonehill does. Freeze with the ball.
Here's Morton now. Looks to get his shot. Monty out at the high post. He goes low. And again, evidently Cho stepped on the sideline. So that's a Stonehill turnover.
Yeah, they've had 3 of those. Those hurt.
Josh Mack. Number 32, Andrew Sims. And number 15, Michael Walden.
So we're now Coach Chris Kraus going with Mac. He's got Will Morton in there.
They've had 3 or 4 unforced turnovers.
Twitty, Bowen, and also Sims. This game is closer than Stonehill wants to see happen. With plenty of time left. Underneath, they take the shot, and they'll call a foul against Morton.
That foul, this guy on number 33, Will Morton, his 3rd personal.
So going to the foul line now will be Greg Jones.
I think we're gonna need Stonehill's gonna need a timeout.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. 64-58. Rolls around the rim and it falls for the Owls. 64-59. 8:50, the clock running. It's the quarterfinals of the Northeast 10 Championship Conference Tournament play.
This full court press is really giving Stonehill fits.
Sims holds the ball on the near side of the court. Underneath. And we have a foul
Owen got banged.
called against Bowen. Not a shooting foul.
Southern Connecticut fouls on number 33.
He got hacked.
His 3rd personal.
That'll be the 3rd personal called against Zach Penn. He's from New Hartford, Connecticut. Twitty with the basketball, gets it.
Oh,
And again,
Sims, long
nice
pass back out. to
save.
Twitty. 9 on the clock.
Good
7.
hustle.
Mac.
And
Nice.
what a pretty drive.
Nice drive.
to the
Up
hoop.
and
He
in.
picks up his
Played it up and in.
ninth point in this ball game.
It's come up big in this game.
66-59. Rebound by Bowen. Stonehill right now with 7:52 remaining. Have a 7-point lead. They have the ball. Here's Mack.
Twitty
Twitty goes to the
inside.
hoop, gets
Oh!
the shot blocked.
Went up with it and swatted away.
What a defensive effort. And ball
Yeah.
stolen. Ends up in the hands of Morden.
Stonehill returned the favor.
Here's Mack. Gets it to Bowen. They get across midcourt. Coach Chris Kraus crawls the play from the sidelines. Here's Bowen to Mack. They go low to Morden. Morden. Turnaround J. Doesn't fall. Here come the Owls. They trail, but we have a kick ball. Goes out of bounds. The Owls will get it back.
Timeout, Southern Connecticut.
Timeout called by the Owls. It will not be a 30-second timeout. It'll be a stretched out timeout.
Our institutions offer a wide breadth of degree programs.
I thought that the first half of the second half of play was dominated by Southern Connecticut State University. Their hustle, their defense, the use of the low post.
Oh, they've come out aggressive. They came out immediately with a full court press on every trip up the court by Stonehill, and that's given Stonehill problems. They've broken it, but it's taken them, Stonehill, out of their rhythm.
I think the turnovers don't help any team.
No, well, there was at least three or four unforced turnovers.
Stonehill had a
By Stonehill.
19-point lead at halftime.
Right.
And here it's grundled. It's about a 7-point lead. Not about it. It's exactly 7 points. With timeout on the court, 7:05. This is still anybody's ball game.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's a battle. Certainly Stonehill wants to be able to pull us out. They don't want to see their season end. Taking a look at the scoring totals, Stonehill has 18 points by Chose, 10 by Will Morden, 10 by Umalavicius. The high scorer is Taurus Adams, who has 4 fouls, I should say, and he has 14 points in this ball game. Lyron Bennett has 9.
Offensive foul.
Stonehill's ball.
So that is a break for Stonehill, the offensive charge.
Yeah, Greg Jones, he kind of elbowed him out of the way.
So Taurus Adams right now is back in the ball game, but he has 4 fouls. Probably should have the person that's calling him take him right to the hoop.
Inside. Oh,
And he
up
makes
in.
it.
Got
He
knocked down
bounced
on
off
that,
the
too.
floor. What a
The
ball
fell.
game. What a ball game that Chose is playing. He has 20 points in this game.
Yeah, he's definitely tuned in. Almost a steal.
And again, they're
Whoa.
so quick,
What
they go to
a
the
quick
hoop.
move, blew right by him.
He never even used his second
No, that
hand.
was Isaiah Bassad. He just a little juke and boom, he was gone. Yeah, the pressure, that defensive pressure caused that.
Well, not only that, but the cross-the-court passes are dangerous. That's what they say, short passes are much easier. Unless you're doing a fast break, but here we go.
Inside of the woo.
They go to the hoop, they throw it up, it's a turnover.
Stonehill needs a bucket here. Slow it down.
Umalavicius at the scorer's table, he'll be coming back in. Here's Chose.
Swallowed up as he went to the hoop. Sims, good.
Here's Twitty with the 3.
Oh,
Doesn't fall. Rebound fought for. Ends up in the hands of one of the Owls.
Number
5:30.
5, LeVar Allen.
7-point lead, 68-61. And again, they
Bennett
go to the
again.
hoop. They
Ooh.
take the shot. Missed shot, rebound picked up.
Did he get to that hoop
By
quick
Bowen.
or what? Ooh.
They're very quick. 5:11, the clock running. We're in the final 5 minutes of the second half here at Stonehill College.
Ooh, nice little fake by Morton.
And he went to the hoop, used his right hand,
He gave
made
that
a
little
pretty
head fake and
basket. What a great job by Will Morton.
He had all of I-95 on that one for a lane.
70-61, Stonehill with a 9-point lead. Went out of bounds. Went off the shoulders of Lyron Bennett. Stonehill gets it back.
4:44 remaining. 70-61, Stonehill on top.
Bowen gets a rest. Monty Umlavicius comes in. You'll see him at the low post. And again, they got a key player on their team that has 4 fouls. He happens to be covering Sims. Monty Umlavicius gets it back, gets the ball, goes to the hoop and gets fouled. And they'll call an offensive foul on Monty. That's his 4th foul. So we got 2 key players that have 4 fouls on them.
Right.
Monty Umlavicius. And of course, their leading scorer. He's tough as nails.
Oh, Adams.
Taurus Adams.
Looking for Adams.
Monty on him. 4:13. The clock running. There's a stop, a pop, rolls
In and
around the
out.
rim, doesn't
Whoa,
fall.
we got slammed. Over the back, that was Greg Jones for the Owls.
Wow.
Almost broke Cho's back on that one.
You know, it's impressive how tough Chose is, too.
Oh, he's tough. that was a tough hit he just took there. That looked like a football play.
When I see him drive to the hoop with authority, he may not be the quickest player on the court, but he drives with strength.
He does. He's strong.
He has a chance now to get two free throws.
He's got a strong upper body.
Stonehill right now out in front by 10.
4:08 remaining in the game.
Chose on the foul line. He'll take his second free throw. He got it. So Chose comes out for a rest. Josh Mack comes in. 4:08. Once he touches the ball, the clock will start. Timeout called by the Owls. 4:07. Interesting head coach Scott Bureau in his 5th season. What a player he was at the University of Connecticut. An All-American who signed an NBA contract, played with a number of NBA teams.
Oh, the Hornets and the Bulls.
And was able to be on a championship team with the Chicago Bulls. Okay, the Owls get the ball back at midcourt. Actually, they'll take it out of bounds right near the Owls bench. We're in the final 4 minutes of play. The winner goes to the semifinals, and for the losing team, it's the end of the season. There's a fake, goes to the hoop. Rebound fought for.
Matt comes down with it for Stonehill.
The smallest player on the court gets the loose ball rebound.
Morton, swatted away.
Gets the shot blocked. Here they go. The Owls, they dish off. They miss the shot. Ball stolen by Mack. He goes to makes the basket. Pretty play.
Coast to coast.
Good hustle.
Down with the ball, one-man show. That was a big, big layup.
Right now, Stonehill in the driver's seat.
3:09 remaining.
74-61. You're watching the quarterfinals.
There he is,
And
the
there's
big
a
man,
guy,
the big man.
He can do it from the outside. Taurus
Adams.
Adams.
Back to a full court press, the Owls.
Stonehill calls a quick timeout, 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
That's the call by the coach as he passes it over to the officials.
You don't have to miss a second.
That was a good timeout.
With any 10 down.
Well, I think sometimes a strategic timeout is so important.
Keep the pace where they want it here.
Visit us at any 10 down.
Let's take a look at the 2020 Men's Basketball Championship bracket. Quarterfinal rounds being played today. St. Anselm's taking on Pace. Adelphi playing Franklin Pierce. New Haven at Lemoyne. And Stonehill taking on Southern Connecticut State University. The winners move on to the semifinals. The losers, their season is over.
They go home.
But certainly, whoever loses, they've all played some terrific seasons. Underneath
Nice
the
look
Twitty,
inside.
dishes
Ooh.
off, ball stolen.
One too many passes on that play.
And the ball hustled, stolen, and they pick
That
up
was
another
Jones.
hope.
Yeah, Greg Jones. Boy, he's tough.
Sims with the basketball, gets it to Morden. Just when you think it's over, they come back again. Here's Chose looking to get his three. Drives into the paint. Here's Twitty.
Whoa!
He goes to the hoop, makes the basket, gets fouled, and the Stonehill fans are on their feet in the stands.
He used his quickness on that play. We're right around him.
His second personal.
That could be the winning drive for Stonehill.
Checking in for Stonehill, number
Bowen
15,
comes
Michael
in.
Bowen.
Sims comes out.
Basket is good for Randy Twitty. He's at the line. He'll shoot one.
Here's Twitty now from Randolph, Massachusetts. He'll shoot one, and he rounds out a three-point old-fashioned play. 77-65.
12-point lead.
I think Stonehill right now in the driver's seat. Play a little defense. They don't need any more points. They got enough. They'll call a foul against Stonehill. They'll call it against Will Morton. That's his third, I should say fourth personal foul.
That could have gone either way. It looked like he palmed that ball just, and then they called a foul. But anyway.
First free throw rolls around the rim and it falls for the Owls. Isaiah Poussard will get a second free throw.
Makes them both.
So we got a 10-point difference. 1:40 on the clock. Morton being pressed in the backcourt. Plays catch with Bowen, and we got a quick foul. Quick foul called against Bennett.
Larry Bennett, his second personal, the team's ninth foul. Michael Bowen at the line will shoot 1 and 1.
Their guards are so quick.
They are quick.
I mean, they could fake left, go right, and they're right underneath the hoop, using the backboard.
You gotta really move your feet defending them.
Here's Bowen shooting his second free throw. You can count on him. .130, the clock running.
12-point game.
And again, you would think they'd want to shoot quickly.
There's a three that doesn't go.
When out of bounds, the Owls will get it back.
Owls basketball.
I got to say this, the Owls did put up a fight.
Oh, they came out and defensively is what got them back in the game, their defense.
Nope. No problem at all putting that ball in the basket quickly. 10-point difference. Stonehill right now should be in no hurry to take the shot. Burn some time off the clock.
Milk the clock.
We're down under a minute.
There's a reach-in foul by Greg Jones on Twitty.
Fouls at number 1, Greg Jones. That's
Stoner will take it out of bounds.
the team's 10th foul.
So Greg Jones fouls out of the ball game. Andrew Sims will come back in. Bowen comes out.
And in for Stonehill, number 32, Andrew Sims.
What a career Bowen's had here at Stonehill. Twitty makes the first. He's a 75% free throw shooter from the charity stripe. He'll get a second shot.
Makes it.
Just about iced this game. As the clock now continues to run. Too much, too late. Here's Monty. Umovicius gets the ball.
Here he comes. Sims up and lays it in.
Lays the basket. Game time.
That's it.
83-69. We're under 30 seconds remaining.
They fought back, but couldn't get clear. They dug themselves a hole. The Owls dug themselves a hole that first half. Just it's too much.
Quick timeout
Stonehill
called by the
They
Owls.
played a tough game, especially battling, keeping them at bay the second half.
Good sportsmanship.
They go on. They advance. Stonehill advances.
We have 12 points for Will Morden.
In a positive manner.
11 points for Sims.
For stories, features, and video profiles of the NE10.
11 points for a guy off the bench, Mack, Josh Mack. What a game he
He had
played.
a big game, start to finish.
And 10 points for Chose. So what a terrific game. I should say 10 points for Monty Umovicius. The student body now getting ready to pile out of the gymnasium with 27.9 seconds remaining. Stonehill College will move on to the semifinals. They will play again on Wednesday evening. We don't know whether or not the game will be here or whether or not they'll play away.
Lemoyne.
Lemoyne, of course, if they beat Bentley, Lemoyne has a better record.
They'll be playing at Lemoyne.
But Bentley is capable of beating Lemoyne. And if Bentley wins, Stonehill will host Bentley here for the final contest. I should say New Haven, not Bentley. So a full court press. They're playing right up to the final seconds.
Unless there's a 12-point play, this game's is over.
But again, it's obvious that Coach Scott Burrell is playing right up to the final seconds.
Strategy right up till the end.
It's practice. They'll be back next year.
Join the conversation by using the hashtag NE10Embrace.
So 27.9 seconds. Dave Clifton here in the final seconds of the game. Looks like both the women's team and the men's team will move on to the semifinals in the NE10 championship tournament play. Both teams have had a terrific season. A victory tonight will give Stonehill 18 victories and 10 losses. The women's team won by 9. The women's team, by the way, will be playing Lemoyne here on Thursday evening The men's team plays on Wednesday evening, the 4th.
Yeah.
Down to the final 27.9 seconds. Stonehill will have a chance now to increase their lead with free throws.
C.J. Seaforth, his second personal. Owen Shows at the line. Shooting 2.
Shows loves to shoot when no one's covering him. (84-71). Joes now has 23 points in this game. Make it 24.
Big game for him. All around, tremendous game.
So he would certainly be one of our MVPs.
Absolutely.
Morden gets fouled.
Owls foul to number 4, Myron Bennett.
Morden has a double-double in this game. 85-71.
Will Morden at the line. He'll shoot 2.
Morden has 12 points in this game. Not one of his high-scoring games, but what a key player he is.
Oh, absolutely. Had a lot of, nearly going, he had he had the first four rebounds of the game.
86-71. Morden with another rebound.
He's the type of player that if one part of his game's a little off, he can make it up in every other aspect.
Down under 5 seconds remaining. 86-71. Stonehill wins it.
They advance. Stonehill advances
to the semifinals of the NE10 Conference Championship Tournament games as they now shake hands with the opposing team. And what a great opportunity it's been for both Stonehill teams. They've had a terrific season. And Coach Birrell, he looks like a player, no doubt about it. So Stonehill reaches the semifinals, and we'll get a chance to talk to Mac. Nice ball game.
End to end.
We're going to stand up, look at the camera. Okay, we're back here at Merckett Gymnasium. What a tremendous ball game Stonehill put up. They now qualify to move on to the semifinals. Josh Mack, that's spelled M-A-C-K. What a terrific game you had. And I love the way you drive to the basket. You take players with you, but you're able to ease it off that backboard to make the basket. What can you say about your team after tonight's victory?
We all just came together and locked in. We knew it was a big game, so we just put it all on the floor tonight for 40 minutes.
I know that your coach does a terrific job of utilizing the bench. I know that you're not in the starting 5, but we can always count on you to come into the ball game and play a role and contribute. And certainly you probably have some great things to say about your coach.
Yeah, comes in every game prepared, always gives a good detailed scouting report, really gets us fired up for every game. It's hard not to play hard for him.
What do you got to say about your co-captains? I'm talking about Twitty, and of course from Randolph, Massachusetts, and Will Morden from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, I love those guys. I'll go out down on the floor, run through a brick wall for them.
I know that you're looking forward to finding out who you're going to play. We should know that shortly. But it's either going to be Lemoyne or New Haven. If New Haven wins, you get another home game. If Lemoyne wins, you're probably going to have to travel. But you guys have improved so much from the beginning of the season. What have you got to say about playing basketball and getting an education here at Stonehill?
It's a dream come true. I had this dream when I was 4 or 5 years old, being able to go to college to get an education and play ball. It's all I could ask for.
Any final question you'd like to ask?
Well, you guys figured out that press pretty good near the end.
Yeah,
that
we just
guy
had-
kind
just
of
had
gave
a-
you fits there in that second half.
Yeah, just a little bit. We just had to adjust to it. Once
Yeah.
we did, that was game.
Yeah, a couple of the guards had some pretty good quickness to that hoop too. That was a little problem, but you guys figured it out. Came out with a nice victory.
Sure.
Good effort.
And that guy,
Both ends of the court.
and that guy Torres, he was terrific underneath at the low post. He's the guy that wore number 13. He was strong, and he knew how to go to the basket. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Wish you nothing but the best in the semifinals. I'm looking forward to seeing Stonehill make it to the championship game.
Yes, sir.
Played a heck of a game. Good game.
And again, the final score 86-71. Stonehill wins a big one. They win the opportunity to move on to the semifinals. This cablecast has been a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television, and what a terrific victory this was. Both the men's team and the women's team move on to the semifinals, and wanted to shake hands with the president of the college. Nice job. Yes. And any final comment?
It was just a total effort. Both ends of the court, up and down. They're aggressive. They figured out the press as that half went on, and they came out with a victory.
Thank you very much, Chris Dolan, for providing the camera work and getting us on the air this evening. A big thank you to head basketball coach Chris Kraus. Another victory and an opportunity to move on to the semifinals. It's been a terrific season, and we wish the Skyhawks nothing but the best. Good evening.